in.
Hello, my name is Mariah, and I will be your nurse today. Can you give me your name and date of birth?
Donald Harmon, 4/11/94.
Wonderful. And before we begin, I just want to let you know we're just going to do a health history to get all the possible information to your provider so that we can get you the best treatment possible. So what is your reason, Donald, for coming in to see us today?
I've had a cough for a couple weeks.
Okay. What does that cough feel like? Like, how did it start?
Just dry.
Dry? There's no mucus or anything that comes up with it?
No.
Okay. So you said this cough, it's been going on a few weeks. Would you say it started 14 days ago?
Yes.
And it started like as a slight tickle, but it's now progressed?
Yes.
Okay. And this is a frequent cough that is it's interrupting your daily activities?
Yeah, sleeping, yep.
Sleeping. Would you say it wakes you up at night?
Yeah.
About how much? Two or three times a night, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we have a deep, dry, non-productive cough. Any wheezing? Have you noticed?
No.
No wheezing? Okay. And it does wake you up 2 to 3 times a night. Is there anything that makes this cough worse, that aggravates it? Like when you're lying down or when you do any activities?
Well, when I lie down to go to sleep, I notice it more.
Okay. Are you out of breath doing regular activities?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything that you've tried to treat this cough with?
No.
No? No over-the-counter medicines or anything like that yet?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other symptoms other than just the cough? Like, are you tired, or do you have a fever? Any chest pains?
No. Yes. Kind of. Chest pains a little bit.
When you cough?
Yes.
Okay. But no fever, and you're tired because it's waking you up at night? Okay. All right. Now let's look at your just past overall medical history. Do you have any current conditions that are chronic or ongoing all the time?
Allergies.
Okay. Do you do anything to treat those allergies?
Just allergy pills.
Okay. Have you ever had any past significant illnesses?
I had pneumonia when I was in my 20s.
Okay. Do you know if you have a family history of diabetes or high blood pressure, heart disease, or cancer?
No.
No? Okay. Have you had any surgeries before?
No.
That required you to stay overnight in the hospital or anything like that? Have you ever been to any recent hospitalizations for a not surgery?
No.
Okay. Do you have a list of your current medications, like the allergy pill? I see, you've brought Sertrazine, 10 milligrams, and you take a multivitamin. Okay. Do you have any known allergies other than, the seasons?
Not really, no.
Okay. Let's move on to your family history. Your mother, does she have any long-term medical conditions? How old is she?
She's 60. No, she doesn't have any.
And your father?
He's also 60. COPD.
Okay. Are any of your grandparents living?
Just one.
Okay. And have any of them, the non-living grandparents, did they pass from any significant medical diagnosis?
My grandfather for diabetes.
Okay, so you might have a potential risk for diabetes in the future. And any siblings with any medical issues?
No.
Okay. Excellent. We're almost finished with our history. Lastly, let's do your social history. What do you do for a living, Donald?
I'm an electrician.
How long have you been doing that?
About 1.5 years.
Okay. And marital status or your support group, what's that look like?
Married.
Okay. And do you live with anybody else other than your wife?
My mother-in-law.
Okay. Do you use tobacco products?
No.
No. Do you drink alcohol, or how frequently would you say you drink alcohol?
Hardly ever. Once every month or two.
Okay. Do you use any illicit drugs?
No.
And could you briefly describe your diet to me?
I pretty much eat the same thing every day.
Okay. What does that look like?
A wrap for lunch, turkey and cheese, and then a burger for dinner.
Okay. Do you get any regular exercise?
Just at work.
Like the physical labor you do? Okay. Do you use a seatbelt?
Yes.
Do you have fire alarms working in your home, smoke detectors?
Yes.
Do you feel safe in your home? Are there any domestic violence or scenarios like that where you feel unsafe?
I feel safe.
Okay. Lastly, we'll just go over all your systems, and I will give this information to the provider. So in general, we have some mild fatigue going on. Have you had any recent weight changes?
No.
And you denied any fever. And you are denied a sore throat, any earaches or vision changes?
No.
Okay. Respiratory, you said you have your cough, your dry, non-productive cough, no wheezing, mild shortness of breath with exertion, and have you noticed any blood in your mucus?
No.
Okay. You said having chest pain with cough, but are you having palpitations or any leg swelling?
No.
Okay. For your gastrointestinal, you won't have any nausea or vomiting. When was your last bowel movement?
About 15 minutes ago.
Okay, and it was formed and
Yes.
solid? Okay. Neurological, you have any headaches, dizziness, or numbness?
No.
Okay. And do you have any symptoms of depression or anxiety or self-harm thoughts?
No.
Okay. Thank you for all this information. I will bring it to your provider and be back shortly.
Hello, come in.
Hello again,
Hello.
Nurse Mariah. I have information and your medicine of what we're going to use to treat this dry cough, and hopefully you'll call us back in a week and you'll be breathing great. Okay?
Sounds good.
So, the doctor prescribed you 15 milliliters of dextromethorphan, and you are to take that every 4 hours for 7 days. You are to use the special medication cup that comes with it, not a teaspoon from your house, because that could lead to, overdosage or underdosage, and this will give you the correct dose each time. It's important for you to take it exactly as prescribed. Do not take more, do not take less if you're feeling better. We want to get through this 7 days and get your throat and your airways as, clear and less irritated, and this will help that. You may take this medication with or without food. You can take it with food or milk if you get an upset stomach taking without. And hydration is key. To drink plenty of water. Your doctor recommends you drink 10 cups a day. And it helps break up any congestion and just keeps you well hydrated. And I stress water or maybe juices, no caffeinated or alcoholic beverages, because those dehydrate you, and that's fighting what we're trying to fix. A few safety warnings. Do not double dip, and by that I mean don't get some other over-the-counter medication that might already have this active ingredient in the dextromethorphan. A lot of over-the-counter products already have it, so you don't want to be overdosing yourself. Always check your active ingredients on any medicine that you buy. I told you yes to avoid alcohol. That can increase drowsiness, dizziness, and there's risk of serious side effects mixing those two. If you have to drive and be alert, I would not recommend. Definitely do not take this if you have to go drive or make important decisions at your work until you know how this medication affects you. And I have here a pamphlet that reiterates this information and has a couple extra details, like when some possible side effects that come with this medicine is dizziness or lightheadedness, sometimes drowsiness or nausea, vomiting, or stomach pain. And those are just possible side effects. It doesn't always happen, but also it's not something that you would need to call us for. Something that you would need to call your doctor for, or even 911. Call us if your cough gets worse after 7 days of treatment. If you have a high fever that develops, a persistent headache, or any skin rash, I would give us a call. If you experience any allergic reaction, such as hives or difficulty breathing, swelling, stop taking immediately. Call 911. That's anaphylactic reaction. We don't want that. If you have a serious side effect like severe dizziness, confusion, hallucinations, or a fast heartbeat, also stop taking, give us a call. I know that we discussed your medication before, but this drug interacts with MAO inhibitors, and those are a drug class that treats depression. So it's contraindicated to take dextromethorphan with MAO inhibitors, because it could give you a life-threatening condition called serotonin syndrome, and we want to avoid that at all costs. Some other helpful tips. This says, drink plenty of your fluids. Hydration is key. Steam and humidity in your room, like a cool mist humidifier, will help put more humidity in the air and help decrease the irritation of your throat at night, and so it would stop that dry cough. I also recommend to elevate your head, and that just keeps up any mucus or stomach acid from going up your throat when you lie on your back. That would irritate your throat more. This in the center has information about the reminders about dextromethorphan and the tips, no alcohol, stuff like that we reviewed. Another point, the triggers that might make your condition worse. You said you don't smoke, wonderful, but definitely tobacco smoke adds to irritation. Avoiding cleaning products or strong perfumes, and just cold air. Try to keep your mouth covered because that cold air will irritate you as well. And on the back is the info to call 911 if these happen. Call us at the clinic if these signs and symptoms happen. So is there anything, or can you tell me how many cups of water should you drink a day?
5.
No, we want to drink 10 cups of water. It's recommended 8 to 10 cups, but we want to keep you very hydrated. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Could you take your medicine with a spoon from home?
No.
No? Okay. And we're going to check our other medicines for the same active ingredient, so we're not overdosing or underdosing.
Correct.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Donald. I appreciate your time. Please give us a call in 7 days, and we will see how you're feeling from there. Hopefully this will be resolved.
Thank you.
You're welcome.